Oh, that's you. Yo.
What just happened? What just happened? You just started flying. Oh my god, if you saw my camera angle on that.
If you saw mine.
No, I was on top of you, and all of a sudden you're just flying like a plane next to you. Not even spinning, you're just flying straight. You better keep that in the video.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna, like, have a special place in the video for that. Holy shit, man.
Happened?
I don't know. What's going on, Grizzlies? This is TheGrizzlyMuffin here, and welcome to another episode of my mission walkthrough series. Today I'm going to be walking you guys through how to do the Los Santos connection mission from Martin. Now, to start this mission up, you are going to need to be level 40, so if you're not level 40 already, go ahead and get a friend to set it up for you. Now, the way I showed you guys how to do this mission before wasn't exactly the most ideal. Now, I only showed you guys how to do that mission if you had access to a buzzard or any other kind of attack vehicle. I don't think any others were out at the time, but I'm not really too sure. But basically, guys, today I'm going to be showing you guys how to do this mission 3 different ways. First, I'm going to be showing you guys the minimum requirements for completing this mission. Now, for this, you're only going to need to be by yourself, so don't worry about getting other people if you don't have to. Now, obviously, if you do have them, that's very good. Keep them there because they're going to be very, very useful. But I'm going to be showing you guys how to do this mission if you're only by yourself. Now, there are actually 2 parts of the recommended requirements for this mission. The first part is going to be pretty much like the minimum requirements, where I'm showing you guys, how to complete this mission while you're on the ground, but in this case, I'm going to have somebody up in a Hydra kind of covering me. The second part of the recommended requirements for completing this mission will consist of me in a Savage helicopter. Now, I do recommend using the Savage for this mission, guys, just because there are so many different enemies, and as I explained in one of my other videos, I think it was the landing script mission, the Savage doesn't have any kind of a cooldown timer on the missile, so you definitely want to use that if you can. And if you haven't bought it yet, if you still have the buzzard, that's fine, or if you have the Hydra, that's fine. Just use whatever works, but if you have access to all 3, I definitely recommend using the Savage. Anyway, guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video. First, I'm going to be showing you guys the minimum requirements for completing this mission. Now, as soon as you spawn into the game, go ahead and get into your car and drive over to the drug deal. Alright, so once you guys get to the drug deal, go ahead and grab a gun and start shooting everybody in there. Now, the biggest tip I can give to you guys on this part of the mission is to not use any kind of explosives. That includes, grenades, RPGs, grenade launchers, even, if you're with a teammate, if you've got like a helicopter or anything, tell them to not use any explosives down there, just because they have the risk of blowing up the green that you need to get the GPS directions out of. So, just use your gun for killing all these guys, and you should be able to get past this mission fairly easily. Once you guys have killed everybody in the lot, go ahead and check the GPS directions of the Granger by just hopping into it, get back into your car, and drive over to the depot in Elborough Heights. Once you guys finally make it to the depot, I recommend staying back a little bit and not just running into the middle of the battlefield here. Just because, even if you've got air support or other people covering you, that'll easily get you killed. So just kind of take it slow, use cover where you can, and you should be able to kill these guys without a problem. While you guys are making your way over to the laptop, I recommend destroying this propane tank right here, because I cannot tell you how many times me and my teammates have been killed doing this mission because of that one goddamn propane tank. I don't know why I have such bad luck with it, I do. You guys might run into the same problem from time to time, I'm not really too sure, but just to be safe, go ahead and destroy it. Once you guys have killed most everybody in the lot here, the enemies are going to start sending SUVs of guys over to start killing you. If you have any kind of like an RPG or grenade launcher or homing missile, which I know most people have homing missiles because every time I'm in like a plane or a helicopter in GTA, I get shot down by one of those motherfuckers. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is you want to use one of those weapons to go ahead and destroy these SUVs. If not, a normal gun will do just fine for you, but just make sure that you kill these guys before you start hacking into the keypad, or else you will die. Once you guys are sure you've killed everybody, go ahead and start hacking into the laptop. Now, this first part of the hack, the hack connect part, is definitely the hardest part of the hack for most people. I know it took me quite a while just to kind of, I guess, catch on to the pattern that's going on here. But basically, what you always want to do is you always just want to look for the first 2 digits of the IP address at the top. So as you can see, I've got 34174009. So if you've got this exact one, just look for 34 and 17. You should be able to get it really quick. As you can see, it only took me 8 seconds to get that. So just look for the first 2, and it shouldn't be a problem. So if you got one like, I don't know, 1738 420, you know, just look for 17 and 38, and the rest of the IP will just kind of fall together. And that's not going to be a problem for you. Now, the second part of the hack is very, very easy. So unless you've got really bad hand-eye coordination, this is going to be a very easy part for you. And then obviously the third part, you know, you just kind of click in a button. But once you guys have finished up this hack, go ahead and start heading over to the Los Santos International Airport.
Here we go.
Once you guys make it to the airport, you basically want to just hang back a little bit, take cover behind your car, and grab a sniper rifle and start picking these guys off. Now, if you don't have any kind of like a sniper rifle, or even if you haven't bought the marksman rifle just yet, just get a little bit closer to these guys and start taking them out from close range. But if you do have a sniper rifle, just go ahead and start picking these guys off until it looks like you've killed everybody. Once it looks like you guys have killed everybody, go ahead and start driving towards the entrance of the hangar. Now, even though it looks like you've killed everybody, trust me when I tell you, you have not. Now, go ahead and just start driving towards the entrance of the hangar right here. Take cover behind your car and just start slowly killing all these guys. Do not rush right in because that'll get you killed very easily. There are guys that are still in the hangar that you didn't see with your sniper rifle. Don't know why they just decided to spawn in, or maybe they were hiding or something, but basically just kind of slowly start making your way into the hangar, kind of take out one region and start moving forward until everybody in the hangar is dead. Once you guys have cleared out everybody in the hangar, go ahead and start making your way up the staircase right here. Now, for whatever reason, the 2 guys who are camping up here have much more powerful weapons than the guys who were down in the hangar before. Now, you can see right now I'm just like very narrowly avoiding death with these guys, but basically you just want to grab like, you know, like a shotgun or something and start clearing these guys out, grab the coke. And now, once you grab the coke, the game's going to go ahead and prompt you to destroy the crew's vehicles. Don't do that just yet. What you actually want to do is you want to run outside and grab the buzzard. Just because as soon as you destroy these vehicles, the game's going to go ahead and prompt you after that to take out the supplier. But what you really want to do is you want to run outside, grab a buzzard attack chopper, and then destroy the vehicle. So that way you can just kind of turn around real quick and shoot down the supplier. Once you guys have made your way outside to the buzzard, the first thing you want to do before even touching the crew's vehicles is destroying the buzzer that's in the air. Now, you can see that in the video, the guy was actually pretty much right on top of me as soon as I was getting into the buzzard. Most of the time, what he'll do is he'll actually wait for you to get into the buzzard and take off for whatever reason he didn't this time. But after you've killed that guy and you've destroyed the crew's vehicles, go ahead and shoot down the suppliers. So use, the missiles, the machine guns, whatever you want to use. Just shoot them down real quick, and then once you shoot them down, the game's going to prompt you to go ahead and go to McDrazer's house, and that's going to finish off the mission for you. If you guys have done this mission the way I did, you should get around $20,000 and 4,000 RP. Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys the first part of the recommended requirements for completing this mission. So the first thing you want to do when you spawn in is hop into your car and drive over to the drug deal. Okay, so I'm not going to go as into detail with this part of the mission walkthrough just because I literally just explained this stuff to you guys. So if you skip to this part of the video, go ahead and watch the minimum requirements if you're doing the mission this way. But basically you just want to, go over to the drug deal here and tell your teammate, whether he's in like a Hydra or a Savage or something, to not blow up the vehicles. So go ahead and tell your teammate that, or if you are that teammate, just don't blow them up and then keep going with the mission. Once you guys make it to the depot, you really just want to kind of hang back a little bit and let your teammate do most of the work. In a second here, you're actually going to see my teammate doing strafing runs with the cannons and the Hydra, which is a really good method. It takes out these guys so easily, so you just want to kind of stay behind cover and push up as you need to, but don't try to kind of like force yourself up and start risking your life. Just let your teammate do most of the work for you. Okay guys, this part of the mission is pretty much just like the last part where I told you to just kind of hang back, let your teammate do most of the work. Unfortunately, my partner actually ended up crashing his Hydra on the way over here, so I had to take out most of these guys myself, but go ahead and take out everybody you can. If you have to push into the hangar, go ahead, but just kind of let your teammate do all the work if he hasn't crashed his plane, and go ahead and grab the coke. Invincible. Alright, once you guys feel like you've killed most everybody in the hangar, go ahead and start running towards the coke to collect it. As you can see in the video here, the coke actually ended up getting destroyed whenever my teammates started shooting his cannons up there or whatever, but like I said earlier in the video guys, this isn't 100% guaranteed that it'll happen again. There have been many times, because a lot of people actually know this trick, there have been many times where, somebody will just kind of, shoot an RPG up there or purposely blow it up or whatever, just trying to get the mission to skip through like it does right here, but, it's not 100% guaranteed. It's not going to happen every time, so don't count on that, but go ahead and drive over to Madrazzo's house, and this should be at the end of this part of the mission. Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys the second part of the recommended requirements for completing this mission. So whenever you spawn in, you want to go ahead and hop in your car and call it Pegasus. Now, I do recommend using the Savage if you have it, like I said at the beginning of the video. But whenever you start calling Pegasus, kind of drive down the street. I'd say drive about 2 blocks down the street and then order your vehicle. This is just because, you know, the spawn point is literally right next to the hospital. And as most of you guys might know, the hospital actually has a helipad on top of it that your Pegasus vehicles will spawn at. So if you can get it to spawn there, that would be great. It won't spawn if you're right next to it, so just kind of start driving down the street a little bit before you order it, and you should be able to get it to spawn right there. Once you guys have collected your Pegasus vehicle, go ahead and start heading towards the depot in Elborough Heights. Now, if your teammate hasn't completed the first part of the mission where he's ambushing the drug deal and getting the GPS directions out, you can fly over there if you want to, but just keep in mind that if you do not shoot any missiles at all, at least not in that main parking lot, just so you can avoid destroying the Granger before he gets the GPS directions out of there. But if he's already completed that part, like you see in this video, just go ahead and start flying towards the depot. Once your teammate has hacked the laptop, go ahead and start flying over towards the airport. Once you guys have taken everybody out inside of the hangar and your teammates collected the coke, go ahead and take out the supplier now. Just like I said before, you do want to be really wary of that buzzard. You're going to see in a second here that the guy is actually really close to taking me down, just because whenever I was recording this I completely forgot about him, wasn't looking at the map, I was only focused on the supplier, so this is something you don't want to do. I eventually kind of, you know, realized, oh, he's right there, so if you can catch him before he takes off, because he's always going to spawn at those helipads right there, so if you can catch him before he takes off, that'll be really good. Otherwise, you know, he'll start, you know, shooting his machine guns at you. Occasionally he'll shoot a rocket, but it's not going to be as often as you're going to be shooting rockets at him, so you should be able to take him down fairly easily. If you guys have done this mission the way that you should get around $15,000 and 2,000 RP. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed that video. Sorry for this upload being a day late. This video took a very long time to edit. It's damn near 20 minutes at this point, and I had a lot of homework to work on over these past couple days, so, you know, I've got that all sorted out, I'm all caught up and everything, so I should be able to, you know, edit these videos and bring them out to you guys just fine. There is going to be another upload today, the upload that was scheduled, the funny moments, so if you check down in the description below, you can see my uploading schedule so you can know, you know, what I'm going to be uploading, what times of the day, and if not, you know, I'll, you know, include any uploads that I missed the next day on top of, you know, the upload that was supposed to be scheduled, just like I'm doing right now. So expect a funny moments video in the next couple hours here, guys. Let's try to get 5 likes in this video, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next video. Ladios!